I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.
What's up, everybody? I'm Fu.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Main One, and we're Unplugged, Free Your Mind, the show where we discuss and share our perspectives on an array of topics and world news from an unfiltered, unbiased, and unplugged point of view. Welcome back to another week of Unplugged, everybody. Show number 44.
Okay.
And we actually on Facebook.
Yay!
We're actually on Facebook, and we're actually on YouTube. It feels kind of normal for now.
We on Rumble. We getting our weight up. We getting our weight up, G.
Welcome, Kirsten, the eccentric.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What are we talking about? I was trying to get the children together before I came on.
Oh, we just came on. We ain't talked about nothing yet. We just warming up a little bit, letting everybody kind of get in a little bit. So as you come in, share where you're from. Quick little check in where you from. Let us know where you watching from, where you tuning in from every week. So how's everybody's week so far? How was your weekend? Let's warm up with that. Who want to start? Who want to jump off? How was your weekend?
Wait a minute, I gotta remember the weekend. You gotta give me.
Oh yeah, that's right. We Wednesday. I forget. We ain't Monday no more. So
over the weekend, I don't think nothing.
No golf?
It's cold as a motherfucker. Hell no, I ain't playing no golf. No, nah.
No practicing? No.
I don't do cold golf. It got to be nice. That's too much. Definitely too much. I mean, we got two ladies on the show, so y'all can go first talking about y'all weekend, because I don't remember nothing. And I don't smoke weed, so my shit just fucked up.
Oh wow. Well, I didn't do anything this weekend. I had what'd I do? I spent some time in Long Island this weekend with some friends of mine. We did a promo video, and that was about it. And then the rest of my weekend, I did do a show Saturday night. I was in Connecticut. That was fun. We were at Ponza Italian Restaurant. Shout out to Ponza. It was fun. They have the whole the patio area is heated and everything, so people got a chance to sit outside. It was real nice. And other than that, relaxed at the crib.
All right.
What about you, Kirsten? What you do?
Oh yeah, I went to a repast. It was like my stepmom, her mom passed away. I didn't go to the funeral. I just went to the repast after. And then what else did I do? I went to my sister's house. And then that was about it. I came home because it started raining and the little snow flurries rolled in on Sunday. I didn't go nowhere on Sunday.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, that's what I did.
I got something I'm gonna read y'all. A friend of the show, Demita Miles, sent me a message. I had sent her the link to possibly come on the show, but she's super busy. So she says, so I had an incident at Starbucks a few weeks ago and wrote a nice email. I was denied service because I didn't have one of these. I'm not gonna say it because we know how they are. But she said she spoke with a district manager a few days later. It was a good talk. Today they made this announcement. Now this is a news article she sent me from NBC News. Starbucks nixes mandate after court ruling.
Yes.
So then she said tomorrow I have another conference call with two more district managers. I'll let you know how it goes. So proving once again what RZA said and what Kevin Jenkins said. It may not seem like it, but we're actually winning this war. They don't let them tell it. You look at TV, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. but there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, which is good. And to actually get that from somebody who we know, that's a beautiful thing, because she's in New York. She's in the crux, and she's like really in the middle of it, and she's out there doing her thing. So it's nice to see that, and more people need to stand up. That's the reason why I proudly wear this shirt every chance I get, because I want people to know, if you didn't have to show a card to get on the plane, if you didn't have to show a card to walk into a restaurant, if you had to show a card to go to a concert, you had to do this before, don't be cool with doing it now. Don't do that. Right. Don't do that. And it's not going to stop until everybody says stop. Enough is enough. And that's why I like the post that Maine be putting up, because he's saying it's going to end when we want it to end. And right now, people loving this. Like, people love walking, getting all the way to the door of the supermarket, then running back to their car to get one of these. I'd be looking at them like, you are a motherfucking new fool. What the fuck is wrong with you? Take your ass supermarket, go do what you got to do. I saw a dude, when I was sending off shirts, I swear to God, the funniest, I should have recorded this shit. This dude walked into the post office. He built his shit. He had, like, it was circular. It was circular, like, it looked like a cup. He had that shit. It was circular around his nose, and then it was like square, and the way it was on his face, as soon as he walked past me, I bust out. I know he heard me, because I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That shit was so funny, because people actually think that helps. I'm sorry. My whole thing is, and I this is for any healthcare professional out there. If you were a nurse or a doctor, before all of this and you were wearing masks at the hospital, did you still get sick? Because if you did, that's kind of proven you're wearing it for what?
and like I said last night, like Fu said, everybody's so, willing to, show their medical history. I said this last night on the show we were on last night. I'm like, hey, so since y'all so willing to say I'm vaxxed, I'm this, I'm that, hey, I want to see all the people that got diagnosed with herpes. I want to know. I need you to wear a big ass H on your fucking ass, on the chain, on the necklace. I got HIV. We need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because people out here in the dating scene, I would think that would be a beautiful thing if they know, hey, he got AIDS, he got HIV. Let me, be cautious. Let me step cautious.
She got herpes.
She got herpes. Let me step cautious.
She got gonorrhea. Yeah.
Right. I mean, since everybody throwing out their medical history, shit, fuck it, throw it all out. Let me know everything. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't heard, because I was going to actually mention that to y'all about Starbucks. So they're no longer requiring their employees to be, V'd up, and this came after the Supreme Court rejected the vote. Biden's administration wanted people with 100 or more employees, I think, to be that as a mandate, and Starbucks was the first. Once they voted against it, and I think the vote was like 6-3 vote, Supreme Court. Starbucks was the first to say, you know what, no longer required.
But the sad part about it is, it's not like it carries any weight, because what about the people who did it to keep their job, and now you got
already?
Like, you did it for what?
Already.
But I mean, the whole shit didn't make no sense any damn way, because where did they come up with the 100 number from? Where did that number come? Does the data say if it's more than 100 people, then I just don't. I mean, the shit just don't make no sense. I mean, if shit don't make sense to me, I just disregard it, because okay, so if I'm an employee, I'm like, all right, well, look here, little John, you number 100, you got to go, and then now I'm just down to 99. Does that mean we got a safe work environment?
It also plays into what people have said, including Dr. Price. You're telling people to stay 6 feet apart, like this sickness is saying, if you 5'11" away, I think I'm going to jump on you. Like, come on, man. Right. Come on, y'all. Like this shit, you really can't make this stuff. You can't make this stuff up. Wait a minute. Deborah said, I fought to make sure they couldn't pressure me. I work at Starbucks. I'm proud of you. See, that right there is what I love. A person who chose their life over lifestyle. That carries a lot of weight. And to reiterate what Maine said, if you're watching this show right now, in the comments, put the city and state where you're at. Number 2, If you're not watching us on YouTube and Rumble, go subscribe right now. If I'm not by the end of this show, at least on YouTube, we need to have 100 subscribers, because right now we were at 97. I don't know what YouTube did. It dropped down to 87. I don't know what they did, but we almost had 100. Let's go ahead and knock this out, get to 100, since we were close to 700 before they terminated our original page. But it's all good. Now let's go on this race to 1,000.
So have y'all heard about so you see how they're pivoting, the administration is pivoting now. Now they're sending out, now they got money to send out the masks now. They're sending out, supposed to be sending out all the N95 masks, because now they're saying, which we knew all along, but they were saying, oh, well, just make a cloth mask and you're good. Now they're coming out saying, oh, the cloth masks really don't do shit. You need an N95. So now they found the money to send out the N95 for all the Americans.
Yeah, and that was literally as of like day before yesterday. In addition to, I don't know, did you guys get like text messages from people saying, go ahead and order your test, your home test. They're sending it out. Who all signed up for it? Who all getting that home test?
Yeah, I curse somebody.
No, you ain't gotta say. I don't even want to put it out on Front Street like
I curse somebody out. I curse somebody out that text me that shit. I said, don't send me no shit like this.
I got 6 messages back to back. I thought they was giving away something free. That's how frequent it came in. Facebook, between Facebook, Instagram, regular text message. I mean, everything. Don't get me wrong. Yo, I don't mind. You know, I if I need a test, I'll get a test. No big deal. But I really thought it was something going on. But they're sending out one test, and I think it contains 4. So one box with 4 in there, and it's for free. And USPS is the ones that you sign up through this. And so everybody was sending the link so that you can go ahead and get signed up because it's coming from the government. I'm
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for everybody, because I don't think that the comparison has been put out there. First and foremost, the test that they're showing now, I've seen 2 separate videos. Mm-hmm. One where a person ran tap water on it and it tested positive. Second, they squeezed the orange on it. Squeezed the orange right there. It tested positive. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is this. When Bush was in office, he said there were weapons of mass destruction, and there was a war that lasted for over a decade. Yeah. And it was on a false premise, because there was never any weapons of mass destruction. With what's going on right now, all of this started with a lie. The reason that it started off with a lie is because the creator of the test said, you cannot test this using this test. It's faulty. He explained why. But they kept on using it. All these cases, this, that, whatever, once again, built on a lie. So all of this is it's null and void. And side note, the creator of that, the owner, creator, whatever of the test died in 2019 mysteriously. So these types of coincidences, we definitely got to touch on, because it's real.
Kirsten, what you think about these? What you think about these tests and stuff going on?
You get yours?
I was just about to say, like, based off what you said, it seems like it could be testing like the pH balance in your body, but I don't trust nothing being given freely by the government or whoever is providing it. Like, I don't. That's not nothing that interests me. I didn't even know that they were giving out free tests, because luckily I didn't get no text message, so I'm like lost. That's why I was asking Ann last night, how do you even use it? Like, if she was going through show, because I was really clueless. But I think it's a trap.
But you know, it's like a couple of weeks ago, Jen Psaki, the press secretary, she came out and said, one of the reporters asked her, and I think I got the video somewhere, but I ain't gonna cue that video. I got too many other videos queued up anyway. But the reporter asked her, he was like, she said, well, why don't y'all do like all the other countries and just give out the test for free? And she looked at her like, bitch, give out for free? What the fuck is that's the look she gave us. She was like, oh, well, we supposed to give it out for free? And she was like, yeah. And then now, a couple weeks later, now they're giving out the test for free. But I got one question. And just put your comment with back in kindergarten or first grade, what your teacher you say, put your thinking caps on. So put your thinking caps on. So what are you supposed to do with these damn tests? So you get the test. Let's say you test and you test positive. Now what the fuck you do with the test? So what's the point? Are you taking it to the lab and saying, hey, I test positive. Here go my test. Did they come with bio bags that you put the test in after you finish swabbing? And if you got, do they got bio bags that come with it so you can dispose of them properly? I mean, so what are we doing? What are we doing with these tests? So that's why I'm saying, if you ordering the test, it's probably something that's tracking you, saying, oh, somebody there ordered the test.
Of course,
right?
Some kind of shit, because it makes absolutely no sense unless they're saying, please, if somebody's ordered the test, please come on, comment and say, it says on the box, if you test positive, take it here so we can test your test and do whatever the fuck they do.
I want to take what you're saying a step further. We live in the United States of America. We live in a country where it don't matter what color you are, black, white, purple, pink, Asians, whatever. People do some shiesty, shady shit. For me, if they giving out these tests, especially to be used for employment, on one side, people gonna keep saying they positive, so they ain't got to go to work. That's a fact. They get to stay home, get paid, work from home, whatever.
Facts.
The other flip side of that is everybody gonna be saying their shit negative, and they're gonna figure out a way to get a negative test. They might use the same motherfucking shit on the block. Yo, I need that negative shit. Yo, let me go ahead and use this up for my job. It's like this. That's like you. Because I see a lot of these videos with people doing these audits or whatever. That's like when a cop detains you illegally and they ask you for your ID. What the fuck is me giving you my ID gonna do for anything? The fuck? It's not gonna change nothing. You said you want to know who you talking to. My name is Good Citizen. If you check my ID, it doesn't change anything. That's my whole thing. Like, you doing that for what? But this is the country that we live in right now. And for me, the way y'all see me laugh on this show is the way I laugh every day while I'm out. When I see people do this, like, y'all know me, I'm not rocking with it. When I see people do this, when I walk past them, when they adjust their shit, I be wanting to say, by you adjusting it, it's gonna change any goddamn thing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Adjusting it ain't gonna stop nothing. You probably was sick with that shit last week, nigga.
Hold on, but wait a minute. And how about the motherfuckers that's in the restaurant? Because I was in a restaurant today. I was waiting on a customer to come to his house, right? So I had some time to kill, so I went, sat down, and had me something to eat. So the guy was sitting, like, I guess he was social distance away from me. So he had his mask on. So he went like this. He ate. Then he put his mask back up. He ate. He put the mask down. He ate. And I'm like, so is the virus sitting there like double dutch? She's like, okay, the damn mask almost down. let me jump in. I mean, I look. Hey, look. To each his own. Hey, do if it make you feel good, do it. If it make let me tell this story. I love it.
Let me tell this story before we move on, because I'm glad he said that. Over here in Douglasville, you can go to West Georgia Tech and you can get your teeth cleaned. The students do it. It costs $35. So I got the message or whatever. Let me go ahead and go get my teeth cleaned. I ain't been over there in a while, blah, blah, blah. The girl texts me. You get the message from the person who's going to do it. And she's a student. You haven't been here in a while. You're going to need to get the x-rays. So make sure, do your best to get there a little early, fill out the paperwork, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No problem. I walk in. You can't go inside anymore. They don't move all the chairs outside of the little office. They all got the shit spread out. Now, I already don't peep it. There's a sign at the door that says masks required. Now, of course, I'm sitting out there. I'm the only one without one on. Saw a cop walk by. She ain't had one on. Filled out the paperwork. As I'm filling out the paperwork, the girl comes over. Not her, but somebody else came. Excuse me, you're gonna have to wear this while you're inside. I said, aren't I coming here to get my teeth cleaned? Why would I put a mask? What y'all gonna do? Go through the motherfucker? That makes no sense to me. Why? What are you talking about? Like, why are you telling me I need to put on a mask and I'm coming to get my teeth cleaned? That's like going to the barber with a mask on. You're gonna get shaved. The fuck, that makes no sense. So I left. I'm in the car chilling. The girl calls me. She was like, I see that you left and it's that, whatever. I said, yes, I left. Because the girl said I needed to wear a mask and I'm coming to get my teeth cleaned. I am so sorry. They wrote me up before because I didn't have mine on. You know, they say you got to sit down and you got to have it up. And I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life. No. And I think more people need to do that. I'm going to sit, mind you, y'all had your teeth cleaned before. You sitting there for about an hour like this. How the fuck you going to have a mask on your face? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck are we, where are we living? Like,
man, we're in the twilight zone, bro. We're in the twilight zone, bro. We're in the twilight zone.
No. And honestly, it's showing like who's weaker and who's strong, like who's the first to conform and who's like the warriors. Like that's what this is distinguishing. And I see like, and like you were saying, at some point, some people gonna have to get left behind. And that, like, I see that more and more and more. Like that, what you said to me stuck in my head, and I be like, I sit and look, and I be like, damn, are you really lost? Like you don't get it.
It make y'all go back and look at Avengers, Infinity Wars, and all that shit. It's Thanos. This is what Thanos was talking about. He was like, y'all weak motherfuckers. Y'all got to go. He's like, y'all got the fucking damn go. This is the Thanos snap. But hey, I'm gonna pivot a little. We're gonna pivot a little bit. We done beat this up a little bit. I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Cause I laughed when I saw this shit. Oh my goodness. Boy, this y'all girl now. This y'all girl, Chucks and Pearls, right?
We need her to definitely come on the show so she could get her what's name on.
That would be beautiful.
I'd love that.
Point does the administration say, you know what, this strategy isn't working. We're going to change strategies. 6 former administration officials last week wrote that open letter urging the administration to change course, to change strategy. Is it time?
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down. And so right now we know we still have a number of people that is in the millions of Americans who have not been vaccinated and could be vaccinated, and we are urging them to get vaccinated because it will save their life.
At what point does the administration acknowledge these people aren't going to get the shot? They're just not going to do it.
I don't believe in giving up on people, Craig.
Wow.
Man.
I think she's doing a great job playing her part.
Do y'all realize when you think back to vice presidents, the vice presidents that I remember, like just remember on the strength, is Dan Quayle, clown, Dick Cheney, a brilliant fucking devil. You had Al Gore, did his thing because he was about the environment. You had that's right, Bill. He was Bill Clinton's. Then you had Pence, clown. And it's one more, but like only people that stand out that really did something was Al Gore and Cheney. This woman was praised by black women. She is making this shit so bad, yo. She making black women look. Excuse me. She's making black women.
So let me do it one time. Ain't that how they do it? Ain't that how the AKAs do it? I don't want to get in trouble by no AKAs. But hold on, I got one more. I got one more.
And I'll stop here so we can get to the briefing started. Thank you for taking the time.
Mr. President, can I have a message for vaccinated Americans who are wondering why they should continue to restrict their activities given that your health officials say most Americans will get COVID at some point?
Folks, we'll talk about that later. Come on.
Why should Americans trust your administration to beat COVID when the virus is clearly winning? On voting rights, do you think the Republicans would go for voting rights? The virus is clearly winning, so why should they trust you?
Thank you so much.
Mr. President, we believe all from the beginning of the end of this pandemic.
Thank you so much, President. Thank you.
How much longer do you think school people have to wear masks?
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you.
Look at his face. He like, what the hell I got myself?
He seems poised. He didn't answer anything.
Hey, he looking like, what the hell I got myself into? He said I'm supposed to be somewhere in the retirement community chilling, and I'm a. But this is the administration that y'all so-called voted for. This is the administration. These two clowns. One that she want to talk like she's smart, so she'll keep talking in circles and shit, and ain't saying nothing. And then the other one just sit there like this. He like a deer in the headlights. He like shit.
My man, since we on slow Biden right now, check the messenger. Since you just played that, you gotta play this, yo. You gotta play this shit.
Okay.
My man, I just sent it to you. Please pull that shit up and play this video real quick. It's only 11 seconds, everybody. We need this. We making tonight's show kind of lighthearted. And when y'all see this shit, it's gonna give everybody a good laugh, whether you down or not.
Oh, I think I saw this. it's bang on the Biden administration night tonight.
No. No.
All right, everybody, get ready. Wait a minute, that's not it.
That's funny though.
Nah, that's not it.
What do I?
That's funny. I seen the one you saw and it showed Biden.
Oh no, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say that. I think I found it.
Play that one again.
Play that one again. Boy, he get the shit out of his head, ain't it?
I'm pissed off, everybody. I guess the cat out of the bag is they showed somebody made a video like this, and then they said 70 years later, and then they showed slow Biden. So that's supposed to be him 75 years later from him.
Marshall, you are not funny. Those are not the type of men I date. Those are the type of men that Jay date.
That's hilarious. Hilarious. Man, but serious though, man. It's like if you now
what man?
Oh boy. It's just hard. It's hard because people always get on me. You know, they're like, why you always bang on the Democrats so bad? It's like, because they just make it so damn easy. They give you they don't even have the appearance of trying. They ain't even trying. These motherfuckers just like, fuck it. We know these motherfuckers gonna vote for us anyway. We ain't got to try for shit. We ain't got to do shit. They even trying to I said this on the show last night. They remixing shit. They try to bring Hillary back. This is how bad the party is. They try to bring Hillary old ass Killary back. Because we know she done killed some motherfuckers. We know she done had some motherfuckers murdered.
You're having a good time with the Democrats tonight.
Bro, they make it too easy.
Fair. Get on the Republicans too.
But they're not supposed to be for the people. They're not for the people. So the ones that brag and boast about being about the people, that's who we got to bang on. We got to.
For me, when you start talking about politics, everybody on the panel right now is under 50. Everybody is under 50. All
And
folks
under
50.
30.
I'm gonna say this again, under 50. We're gonna stick with that number. Now, with me making that statement, how is it that people keep getting elected who are close to 80? You got motherfuckers in Congress, the Senate, who still have flip phones. They have flip phones. They can't work an iPhone or a fucking Droid and all that shit. And they supposed to be telling us what to do and can relate to us. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem.
That's what I'm about to say. It's people in power making the rules and laws that don't even follow the rules and laws that they're setting. So this whole thing is a joke because I knew that it wasn't shit when Trump got elected, and that like that right there for me, I say a reality. How do a reality star become president? Like, but it's all about business too. It was like a code in that too. I'm like that lets you know right there. It's all about business. If people didn't know then, they definitely probably not gonna know now. So
Yeah.
it's
Popularity
real
contest.
Well,
that show.
Or is it a situation where they know better than to use these smartphones, and that's why they're using flip phones?
Nah. You if you would have heard the congressional hearing when they had the person from Facebook or whatever, the questions they were asking this man showed how clueless they are about minimal technology. Because when you start talking about cell phones, social media, things like that, I know some of us on the panel right now, we know people. I know people that's 65, 70 years old. They work that shit better than me. They work that shit better than, like, they really out there. This motherfuckers out here on TikTok getting paid, and they like 65, 70 years old. Like, for real. But you got the people that's supposed to be in charge and supposed to be working for our best interests. These motherfuckers can't work. They can't work the goddamn flip phone. Some of the questions and shit they be, I be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Because they old as fuck. You're not supposed. There's people. Hold up. Slow Biden has been in politics longer than I've been alive. Literally. Longer than I've been on this planet.
Facts.
That's a problem. That's an issue. And this is the third time he ran for president.
And what has he done?
Shit.
I mean,
not a goddamn thing.
And what irks me is the people who cape for them. It's like the same people that cape for them are the same people who say you got to hold them accountable. But you can't do the two things at the same time. You can't cape for their bullshit and then say hold them accountable. Because then when you hold them accountable, then you come up with it's going to take some time. How much time we need? I mean, goddamn, how much time? It didn't take much time to pass LGBTQ laws and Asian rights laws. It didn't take long for that. It was like,
right.
We're going to pass this bill and bam. So, I mean, I just don't understand. So, I made a post the other day, and I said, I find it
legally.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what has to be understood is legally, laws can't even be passed for Black people. Because Black is not a word that can be used legally, and when it talks about people that are under the Constitution or whatever, and you can't be African American like though it cannot be changed legally for those people who refer to themselves as that. So like it's all about like studying and knowing and going deep because it go way deep. Like I had started studying like the tip of it and I got very overwhelmed. But now like I'm really learning more things about like the law and the Black Laws Dictionary and all that. And so it go way deep. Like that's just the surface level. It go very
for every
like when you go into
For everybody out there, based on what Kirsten just said, this is something that we have to get out of. Now, me personally, I have never claimed that African American shit. I've never claimed it. Like, never. Here's what you have to do. Start calling yourself really who you are. You're Aboriginal, and you are also indigenous to this land. We have to start doing that. We have to start doing that. We start doing that, then your mind starts to open up, and actually, then you're using the right language. You see, that's the issue that we having right now. It's the wrong language being used with a lot of shit. Prime example, that V word. This is not that. But they put it out there so much, everybody just accepted and they say that. Nah. Same with the Aboriginal shit. Same with being indigenous. We have to make sure that we're using the right language because words are very, very powerful. I'm not a Bible thumper. Not at all. But one thing I do know that's somewhere in that Bible is something about the power of the tongue. That's some real shit. And we got to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody, I suggest you get Black Laws Dictionary. The 4th edition. 4th edition Black Laws Dictionary. You got to have it. You got to have it because like Kirsten said, everything is about language and everything is about law. Maritime law. If you know anything about maritime law, it's about shit like that. But I find I posted this the other day just to kind of pivot back to the political shit because we are coming up on the 22 midterm election. So we got I guess people going to start focusing on that. So we have to give our commentary about it. So I posted the other day. I find it interesting when you ask people their thoughts on Trump. They say he lies and is power hungry. Then I asked them their thoughts on Biden and explain how he lies and makes these power hungry moves. And their response is, well, he's just a politician. And I said one of the greatest tricks of the ruling class was convincing millions of people that the solution to the Republicans is Democrats and vice versa. And then you got especially one person, well, Obama, they want to bring up Obama and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with what I just said? It has nothing. It always goes to excuses. And my thing is, especially for African American people, Black people, whatever you want to call it, which make up 85 to 90% of the Democrat that vote for them, 85 to 90% of the time when they're voting in these elections. It's almost like you go to the wishing well. Everybody been to a wishing well. They done seen the wishing well, and you throw the damn coin in and you wish. Well, how many times we gonna keep going to the damn wishing well, throwing the damn money and not getting shit? You ain't never getting your wish. You ain't never getting nothing in return, but you keep throwing your damn coin in there. I mean, at some point you got to say, shit, I ain't throwing my damn money in there no damn more. I mean, that's just my opinion. What y'all think?
I'm gonna say you're 1,000,000% right because when you start factoring in numbers, especially in this country, it's when everything changes. So if you had 5 million indigenous people in this country that said, and they come out and say, we are not participating in a political process anymore. That 5 million is very, very powerful. Maybe not for president, but for the Senate, Congress, and locally, it fucks up their game because now they got to scramble. It's the same way with business. If people say, and I actually think it will fuck them up. If you had 10 million people say we ain't fucking with McDonald's no more, McDonald's will go out of business because their main thing is kids. That's to me, I mean, don't get it twisted. Grown folks eat that poison, but like kids be wanting it. But why do they want it? Because they see their parents eating it and everything like that. We have to have a shift, and we have to understand that the power is in numbers. Here's the trick with that. They know that, but we don't utilize it. They know that shit, that the power's in the motherfucking numbers. That's why they keep us separated. They want to do whatever they can to make sure we ain't fucking with each other like that. But when we realize, I watched V for Vendetta last night just to watch it again. Please, I'm begging everybody who watches this goddamn show.
Watch. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's every. You type in V for Vendetta, it's gonna come on. It's gonna be somewhere. It gotta be somewhere. But if you watch it, listen to what is said. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And to me, this is me personally. The commentary and the content that was verbal in V for Vendetta is better than The Matrix. To me, because it was lengthy. That was things that was said, and the stuff that they showed you, like, what the fuck? And it's right there in your face. But people gloss over it because they see that as a movie. That movie wasn't really shown like that over here. When I first saw it, I saw that shit on cable. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm interested because of the mask thing. Then when you start digging deeper and you finding out, like, wait a minute, what the fuck? If you really think about it, this country was built. We talk about death and everything like that. It was also built on revolution. That's why things are the way that they are. Things are put in place to protect a revolution. That's why they going so hard at that damn shit that happened at the Capitol. Because they know technically wasn't nothing wrong with that shit. Not a goddamn thing was wrong with it.
Well, go ahead, Kirsten.
Now I was gonna say what you was talking about, numbers, like the strengthening numbers, that is very important because most of us, like, we're walking around here really thinking that we're the minority.
Yes.
When in all reality and actuality, we're the majority. And when most people start to know that and realize, and not just like in the US, but worldwide, period, like the Native people are the majority. And when you start to understand that and understand that, then you get into like really knowing who you are and really understanding why all of this is even going on or happening. Because the energy that we possess, and because energy harnessing is very real. Like, I feel like this whole thing is just like a mass ritual being played out and harnessing people's energies and, you know, doing way more powerful things. And so when that's why I always say, like, know who you are, like on a genetic level, like know what you're made of, know exactly that as above, so below. What's in the cosmos resonates with inside of you. And when you start to know that and really get that, you'll understand how powerful you are and why your words cast spells and why it's important to watch what you say and how you attract certain things into your life. Like, you'll start to understand your magic. And so
I want to touch on something based on what she just said. And I really hope everybody hears me clearly with this. No matter what, something that has never changed is that it's always been us versus them. It's always been us versus them. The narrative has been shifted so hard. When shit pops off, we have to worry about the people that's supposed to be with us because they're going to side with them. And they don't even realize that shit. That's the part that's scary, is there is no middle ground right now. You're either with us or you're against us. There is no middle. Like me making this shirt, I want people wearing this shirt who believe it. I don't want justice. I'm not on the corner selling these motherfuckers. I got to know where you stand. If you're down with the resistance, you wearing this shirt. You can't wear the motherfucker if you on the other side. But there is no middle.
But let me push back on you on a second. I don't agree. I don't agree with that, because I think if you like let's take for instance these celebrities, they know what the fuck they doing. They're making a conscious decision to do that shit because they don't want to lose. It's certain shit motherfuckers don't want to lose. Like Cypher said in the Matrix. I know the stake ain't real, but damn, I want to go back to that shit. These celebrities ain't willing to give up this fake ass money. They ain't willing to give up that lifestyle. They ain't willing to give up the house, the cars, all that shit. Just like some of these people, regular people out here, they ain't willing to give up their fucking lifestyle. They ain't willing to give up that shit. So then you're making a conscious effort to do that shit. So no, you ain't dumb. You ain't fucking damn oblivious to the shit. You know what the fuck's going on. You just making a conscious decision to do it. You making a conscious decision to go along with that shit because of the shit that you stand to lose.
It depends. Like to piggyback off of what you're saying, it's certain celebrities. I don't know. Like you gotta pay attention. It's certain standing for that, and then it's certain ones that's showing you this is what is important. Family is important. No matter what, stick with your family. Like build your family and stick with them. Certain showing that and stuff. Like ones who I know for sure are conscious. Snoop Dogg, Cardi B, Chris Brown, like some of the you gotta watch like what they put out. Like some of the stuff is for attention, but when you look at the deeper messages and what they sending.
Hold up, Kirsten. Wait a minute. We're gonna push back on a couple of them names.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold up. I want you to be clear about something.
Please.
You said Snoop, Cardi B, Chris Brown.
That's just the name of
No, but we gonna hit these three. Snoop, love him. The shit that happened with Gail Jones, nah, because he
Gail King,
yeah, whatever fuck that bitch name. When that shit happened, like he lost it because it showed he conformed. Cardi B, no, Cardi B she talk a great game. She talks an amazing game, but she in that clique. And Chris Brown, I can send you something on Chris Brown. Chris Brown has a particular tattoo on his neck. He down with them too, but on the other level.
But how can Cardi B be real and ain't shit on her real? Her ass ain't real, titties ain't real, teeth ain't real. How the fuck she real? How can she be real if ain't shit about you real?
Well, what they got?
No, there are certain messages. Let me tell you, people do certain things before they get to know what they actually know. Like this stuff is there. Well, for her, Cardi B, for example, like she was in it and doing those things before she actually knew certain things and the power of influence. Now with what you talking about with Snoop Dogg with Gail, I don't know nothing about. I just know like certain messages and stuff that he put out, especially on his Instagram. I see like deeper code in a lot of stuff that he say or whatever, and a lot of things that he do. Chris Brown, like what I know for a fact is that Chris Brown is an alchemist. He studied alchemy and he's doing a lot of things like in a way that kind of like Prince and Michael Jackson did, but that's a whole. It's like I have to explain it to you. Sit down and deeper explain.
No,
we
with you. We with you.
Yeah, like far as like her body being fake, and so I think like I think though if women really know before, like really have a genuine self-love for themselves, before they wouldn't do certain things, but as you live, you learn and grow.
You evolve. Yeah, I can smoke a bag of that, but I just heard a Cardi B song the other day talking about her hot pocket. Talking about, I'm just saying.
Oh, you know what that is though? that when she's doing that, when she's that's showing like the power, like
that's showing the power of entertainment and business.
Kirsten, you know you my girl. Hey, just come out and say I love Cardi. Cardi B, my girl. I love her.
No, but I don't even listen to all Cardi B music though. I just like see.
Cause she even said she don't want her daughter listening to her music. So she don't want her daughter listening to your music, but she don't give a fuck about your daughter listening to that shit.
Now, I definitely really think they're trying to empower women, but I think they're using the wrong, maybe a drastic method to empower women.
But
That's
she can't. But if she's going to be this conscious person, then she can't allow them to use her that way. She has to be like, nah, I ain't making that kind of music no more. Now I'm gonna make music that's gonna empower women and little girls to say, hey, you don't have to be a stripper like I was. You don't have to be a rapper like I am. You can go to school. You can do this. You can do. It's other ways you can do it other than what I'm doing. If the messaging has to change for me to say, oh, Cardi B is on some Queen Latifah shit now. Cause right now, when she talking about something, you can't. My hot pocket this, and I need a bag to get this hot pocket and all this kind of stuff. It's like, look, man, I'm just saying.
Sales. She's also in the business of making money. It's business. I mean, seriously. I mean, when it comes to entertainment, you go for what sells, and that's what sells. She's not making the money that she makes, with being all woke, like what's in the comments. That ain't it.
My man, KG.
But why can Marshall KG says, why can Cardi B get away with drugging men and Bill got crucified? I guess because she didn't get caught.
But she admitted it. What you mean? She came out and said, I did. I used to do it.
How many men came out against her?
Doesn't matter. She admitted it.
It does matter. He's asking a question. Women came out against the Bill thing.
The difference is,
and those men probably didn't mind getting drugged.
She admitted guilt, and Bill got locked up for something that happened 30 years ago. That's making
30 years ago, and women came out against him.
No, that was a man.
How many men came out against Cardi B, even after her blatant confession?
How do we know they still alive? They may be dead. They got drugged.
I doubt it, but it ain't that.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
She probably
I'm not saying
you probably don't know, but she probably just flipped some in the drink just to get more money. Like,
I don't know what happened. I'll be honest with you. This is technically my first time hearing about it. I've heard about it before, but this is my first time like, oh, she confessed it? Wow. But, with Bill, it was a problem.
Hey, I tell you what, she confessed. What's that Law and Order shit? Don't. That's the end of the case. She ass should be in jail some damn well.
And I'm gonna put y'all on to something. Maine already knows. Tiffany Haddish.
Oh boy.
Tiffany Haddish is one of those celebrities that is not down with the agenda at all. And we got confirmation that Mr. Fraudchi himself contacted her that she needed to get people to get pinched. She cussed them the fuck out. Period. Now once that happened, then we was already under the impression that they was going to come after her. So when I heard about her getting this DUI or whatever, I was like, oh, so now it's going to start where they're going to start treating her the same way they treat Cat Williams. Now, mind you, here's the thing about Tiffany Haddish. People need to understand something. She's going through a breakup with Common. Bob Saget was her mentor. He just died. What they aren't talking about also is her grandmother just died. Like right after Bob Saget, either right after or right before. She's on her way to California right now to go to her grandmother's funeral. So people not talking about that. They're not bringing up the context of what happened. People deal with things differently. Now it ain't like she got coked the fuck up or using meth. She was drinking allegedly and was smoking some weed allegedly. People do this shit all the motherfucking time. Like what the fuck? No matter what type of celebrity she is, she's human.
Right.
She's fucking human. And when you're a human, especially when you're dealing with grief, that's the thing too. We got 4 different people on this platform right now as we speak. All 4 of us grieve differently. Period. It may not be something chemically induced, but people mourn differently. And when you got somebody already going through, you're talking about heartbreak and mourning death. Come on, yo. You can't sit there and put anybody in any type of classification. You don't know how a person is going to fucking react because they might kill their fucking self. We don't know.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
And that was another. That's another thing I was about to say. Like a lot of stories that get put out about celebrities and stuff be really like gossip and fake. I don't really believe nothing unless I see, that person saying that thing theirself. It coming out of their mouth and they doing the interaction. Before it's like these stories and stuff, I don't even feed into none of it.
Well, that's actually in my entertainment news, and we're gonna touch Tiffany again and Bob Saget.
We're gonna touch Tiffany again.
Yeah, I was gonna send prayers out first.
Yeah, for sure. Marsha wanted me to stay on Cardi B head, but we ain't gonna stay on Cardi B. We gonna let Cardi B live.
Surgery, which has nothing to do with nothing.
We're gonna let her live.
Talking about the conscious Cardi B or whatever, and now we're just going off on the fake whatever. And it do with your body.
But what I'm saying,
you can still be conscious.
What I'm trying to correlate to that is that's like me telling you, Jay, you need to stop eating that fucking meat. Meat ain't no good. You need to stop doing that. And then next time you see me, I got a big ass rib in my fucking damn mouth. How can I sit here and berate you and shame you about eating meat, and then the next time you see me, I got ribs and shit. And
I got one for
you.
That's
your business if you do it anyway. That's that Mark episode when she was eating them ribs.
I got one for everybody. I got one for everybody, but I'm not gonna put out exactly who it is because just on the strength. Let's just say, I told someone a couple years back that I had a crush, a little celebrity crush on Tammy. I think her name is Tammy, Waka Flocka's wife, light-skinned chick.
Mm-hmm.
So when I said this to this particular female, she says to me, I don't see how you like her anyway because her body is fake. I just found out from a very reliable source that person that said that to me is all over Instagram with fake shit. Like this person don't got her body done. So you come at me because I'm liking the way somebody look, and you go get work done. How hypocritical! It's the same way. That's what I'm saying. It's funny how people are. Like, did you forget you said that
shit? And like all the celebrities that are pushing all these McDonald's products, knowing damn well they don't eat that shit. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you're going to endorse something, at least endorse something that you use. If I endorse something, it damn sure something that I use. I ain't finna endorse no damn bullshit knowing that I don't fucking use it.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Excuse me. Just for if the bag is right, then I'm supposed to damn do it.
That was gonna be the scenario I put you in, and so thank you for correcting yourself.
I'm gonna say this for everybody watching this show right now. If I was offered $1 million to be a sponsor for McDonald's, no matter how broke I am, guess what? I don't want that money because I don't fuck with McDonald's. No. That's the whole thing. No.
Morals mover.
Morals over money.
That's right. I haven't had McDonald's in over 11 years. I stopped eating it when I was pregnant with my son because I threw up.
Hey, Marshall, now I endorse Chick-fil-A because I eat the shit out of chicken. The Chick-fil-A, I don't know what they put in that damn chicken. Man, look, that shit like crack.
You been a hopeless chick?
Hey, whatever it is, that should be banging. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Man,
I can't.
I mean, if you have the luxury of picking and choosing, yes, of course, choose what it is that you want to endorse. But I know in your real life, you given a certain endorsement for something, that don't mean you have to eat it or do it or whatever. But they're asking you to endorse it. That's what happened with most of the celebrities that do it. They're not eating that stuff. They ain't. Do y'all actually think Ice-T has that extra coverage insurance, that company? What's that company he endorsed?
No, of course not. He's doing it for the bag.
So I mean, thank you.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day, what will you do? Like what did I said this a couple shows ago. I stay away from people who say they will do anything for the bag. Because you know what? That means they'll do anything to your ass for the bag. If somebody come up and say, hey, look, I got this nice bag, whatever the amount of number that makes you move how you move, I need you to knock Jermaine off. I need him to go away. However you do it.
But that's different. That's different. All right, what are we talking about? Are you talking about survival? Like I was saying last week, are you talking about survival? Or are you just talking about
it don't matter. If I'm your man, it shouldn't even be a thought whether it's survival or not. Hold up. Now I
don't mean it like that. I don't what I'm saying is no. Not in context of knocking somebody off. Of course. That's yeah. But what I'm saying is in our everyday lives, you've given the opportunity to represent a company and they're paying you X amount of money. I don't really see anybody on this panel that's going to turn anything down within reason. Within reason.
If I'm not, you making that statement takes me back to that episode of A Different World. That's something that always stands in my mind. The time when Kim got the scholarship. And she said, it was like when they divested and everything like that. She was like, no, in good conscience, I'm good. I'll go ahead and work for it. There's people out there like that, and I'm one of them. I'm not gonna jeopardize who I am inside for money. It's not going to. It's certain things I'm not gonna do. I don't give a fuck how much money it is because my character is priceless.
I respect that, but I respect that. And at the end of the day, what I'm saying is for the right money and the right company that works for you within your moral whatever, you do it.
That's just like Joe Biden standing by the Ku Klux Klan leader. So what do we say about that?
I don't know. I mean, come on.
No.
What?
It's
the same thing.
Why we always got to go back to Joe Biden? What is your problem with your president?
He's not my president. First of all,
he's yours.
But no, he's not my president.
He's yours.
But the reason why I say it because you can't exclude that scenario. How can you say, oh well, he stood by. He said something at his funeral. That was his man. The Ku Klux Klan leader was his man. So what? Is that what we say?
Well, no. I mean, in that regard, then yeah. I mean, if you know how he got down, personally, I wouldn't have been associating with him. I damn sure wouldn't have been at his funeral. But maybe he had the kind of relationship or something where he felt like, hey, let me at least pay my last respects. He's dead.
Nah.
That's like Hillary Clinton saying that Margaret Sanger was her hero. Yep. Do you know who Margaret Sanger was? I mean, this motherfucker said, you niggas ain't shit. Y'all need to go. Y'all pieces of shit. We need to eliminate that portion of the population pretty much by Planned Parenthood. This who Margaret Sanger was, and this who Hillary Clinton said was her hero. How?
And they like these are the conversations that have to be had because it shows people's moral compass. And it also shows that people are different. Like to touch on what Maine said, if a person say it's an interview with Jadakiss, and Jadakiss was saying Mace had already had it set of what he was going to do. He was going to do anything to get put on. He said it just like that. I never forget that shit. So when you don't want somebody like that in your circle, because if they will do anything, that means that if shit goes down, they will sell your ass out because they willing to do anything. You should never have nobody like that in your circle. For me, loyalty and motherfucking respect. If they don't have the respect for themselves, how the fuck they gonna be loyal to you? That's not happening. That'll never happen. Hell no. I'm not. You got one of somebody I was cool with in the travel club I was in the network marketing company I was in said something and it always stuck with me. You gotta love people where they are. Period. You have to love people exactly where they are. So for me, when I know where you are, I'm only gonna fuck with you on a certain level. I'm not, you'll never be here. You're not going to be in that inner circle. Once you show me exactly who you are, I'm not going to deny that shit. That motherfucker like that, I'm good. I won't be trusting my life in their motherfucking hands. Hell no. Fuck no. I don't even want to drive in the car with that motherfucker. I'm straight.
Yeah. And that's the good thing. You can pick and choose who you want to be around.
I agree. And to go back to what you said about, like endorsing for money, I would only endorse things that I agree with because I'm a very authentic person. And yeah, money would like make anybody's lives better. Being that is, how we survive and we use it in our society. But like it has to align with my mission, like what I'm going towards and going on. That's like that's like me, endorsing McDonald's or something, and I don't even now I just saw KFC have like Beyond chicken nuggets or something, and I'm like, what in the fuck is that? Like,
it's not meat.
Kirsten,
it's something else.
Let me say this to you based on what you just said. When I don't know if it was last year, 2 years ago, when Burger King came out with they Beyond Meat burger or something like that. I don't fuck with Burger King at all. I don't fuck with Burger King. So what I did was I went to a Burger King and I asked them a very specific question. Those vegan burgers that you have, do you cook it on the same grill as the regular burgers?
Yeah.
It was like, yes.
Of course.
I said, so that's not a vegan burger. Do you understand that when you do that, you just eliminated your whole premise?
Yeah.
People still go there and think that that's cool. No, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hey, all the meat juice dripping into the face.
Yes, animal facts. The facts. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I had to tell because my mom actually bought that for my son one time, and I had to inform her. Please don't ever.
And look at all the chemical shit that make up these Beyond Meat and beef, all that shit. Look at the ingredients in that shit. It's like, come on, bro. But
I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't mess around with fast food. That's just my thing. And I used to work for McDonald's. I know how it is, and behind the scenes. I work for Pizza Hut. I know what it is behind the scenes. These are my choices not to eat these things. But look here now. Come and endorse the Beyond Meat.
Hey, look, I used to work for McDonald's too. That was my first job. I was 15, and I'll never forget when you work at anybody who's ever worked at McDonald's, you can't never get that smell out of it's like that shit in your pores. That shit in your pores. It's something about McDonald's. You wash your uniform. You scrub your body, you still smell that damn McDonald's. It's like, what the fuck? That shit stays.
I'll go one beyond you. Not even so fast food. I gave fast food up years ago. I just don't mess around with fast food. But I will say I will, chill with my grandson because my grandson loves the Waffle House. So I play it safe in certain places. I'll be there with him, whatever. That's his thing. That's what he loves, whatever. But I can say this. I can talk about restaurants, mainstream, super popular, right here in New York, and I've seen behind the scenes, and I will not eat at that restaurant because I've seen behind the scenes. And like you said, how you cook those so you have a vegetarian menu. Cool. How are you cooking that on the grill? It's cooked with everything. There is no separation, in terms of, okay, you're going to cook this that has animal fat separate from that. No, one grill, one meal.
Yeah,
and I've seen that myself.
Well, I don't see how. I know you said it's for your grandson, but I don't see how you eat that damn Waffle House shit, man. When I see them motherfuckers be wiping their hands on them dirty ass aprons, I be like, man, this meat.
My grandson loves waffles.
That shit nasty as fuck, bro.
And based on this Beyond Meat and
they're wiping their gloves on it. So yeah, but
the Beyond Meat, the Impossible Burger. I want y'all to remember this for all the listeners out there.
Oh, yeah.
George Washington Carver clearly said, we should never eat soy.
Right.
Ever.
Soybeans.
Ever. We should not be consuming anything with soy. Now, for me, being that I play golf, they got these they call first tee bars and 10th tee bars. And this past summer, somebody say, what you want? I said, give me a first tee and 10th tee bar or whatever. I got that shit, and something said, look at the ingredients. That shit says, so I said, oh fuck, I can't eat this shit. I'm good. And see, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna eat it one more time and then stop. Once I find out, I'm done. I'm good. I'm not rocking with that shit no more. I found out the chemical that they put in fucking Pop-Tarts. I was like, nah, I forgot what chemical it is. It's something they put in Pop-Tarts. I was like, no, can't. And I used to always love the s'mores Pop-Tarts. I will fuck them shits up. Easy, all day. Not no more. And with me being in the supermarket so much, have y'all seen the Pop-Tarts lately? Have y'all seen this shit? They got Boston cream pie, red velvet. I'm like, so if we really are so chemically addicted to this shit, they making up shit, and it's about the chemicals. That shit ain't got no natural red velvet. They ain't make no motherfucking red velvet cake or whatever, and then smush it up. That shit is all fucking chemicals. I'm good.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's what you going back to what you said about the faux meat, like those. That shit is not. I mean, I think that's just for people temporarily, like when you just trying to transition and you beginning to let go. But I think we should definitely stick to a plant-based diet, like whatever comes from the earth, because that's the best thing. Because all that processed shit can really fuck you up as much as the meat can. Like, so that's what, and I learned that too. Like I learned that because I used to love I used to love the chicken nugget. I used to get it for me and my children all the time. But something happened to where I knew. I'm like, oh, this
You
shit. Oh,
found out
we
the
got to go.
ingredients.
Yes.
And even in tradition, when you're transitioning too, when you really start reading ingredients and you understand certain ingredients, you'll find out you're gonna have to be cooking at home because you want to know what's in your food. You don't want, like people do, like I've done keto, I've done, Mediterranean, I've done these, that's actually how I eat, pure whatever. And when you get into that, you're going to learn ingredients that's just still processed, although it's labeled as organic and it's labeled as, vegan. Those certain ingredients, the first 5 is what you're looking for. You're doing no sugar. First ingredient, dextrose. It's a processed sugar. Can't have that. You shouldn't mess around with dextrose. It's processed. So when you really start to see the reality of what we're buying out of these stores, even though they are labeled vegetarian or pescatarian or keto or this or that, those things are processed. They're processed foods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. I mean, and then you will really come to terms with the fact that, you know what? I gotta cook my own stuff. I gotta have my own stuff.
You got to take that a step further. If we want to get to where we need to get to, we have to start growing our own food, and we have to barter with each other. Because
we talked about this last week.
There was a when I first started getting on Clubhouse, and she actually got a shirt from me. It's a nurse by the name of Tammy. She's in Tennessee, and she read an article in reference to how they were able to do some kind of electronic shit, and they were putting it in the greens. I don't know if it was the color. It was some kind of green that they were growing, and they were able to do like I don't know if it was the 5G, but it was something with technology with our food. So it has to get to the point where we're growing our own shit. And I think, I could be wrong. Anybody who knows, you got to be careful with the seeds that you buy. I think they're supposed to be heirloom or something like that. You got to be in other words, don't go buy no seeds to plant your own food from Walmart. Don't do that shit. Do not do that shit. It ain't worth it. You're going to hurt yourself.
Yo, we're gonna transition to Jay's segment, news you positively can't use. But before we do it, just to kind of put a bow on this last segment we were just talking about, here is the ingredient list of
wow.
So This is your regular beef burger, whatever beef, and look at all the shit that's in the damn plant-based shit. Water, pea
Right.
protein, isolate, canola oil, which is terrible for you, refined coconut
Mhm.
oil, rice protein, um,
Natural
mung,
flavors. Natural flavors.
Yeah.
mung bean
Johnny.
Whoever
protein,
knows what that is.
methylcellulose,
Yeah.
potato starch, apple extract,
Yeah.
potassium chloride, sunflower lectin. I mean,
And the bad thing about it is you'll go into the grocery store and you're going to pay a lot of money for this.
yep.
For
Yeah.
what what you really shouldn't be eating just because it's labeled plant-based.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
So,
here we
well,
go, Jay.
mhm.
Go ahead.
This is my favorite time of the evening. This is what do you call it, Jermaine? Give me a good introduction here.
News you positively can't use.
Absolutely. So let's start with a couple of I want to say a couple of prayers, and I want y'all to bow your head. Y'all remember that in church? Bow your head and say a couple of prayers. We lost Bob Saget this past weekend. I already seen in the comments, so don't desecrate me right now. But I heard what somebody said about him. I didn't know that. That's new. But yeah, he passed away on Friday. He was in Florida about to do a show. They found him dead in his hotel room. So, and if you don't know who Bob Saget is, I don't know if people are as aged as Jermaine is, who remembers TGI Friday
What?
on Friday night, Full House, Family Matters, and Perfect Strangers.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's what we doing?
I digress. So he was Danny on Full House, and to me, I didn't know certain things about him until as of lately. But even you had even people reaching out, like Dave Chappelle said he wished he would have responded to the text that Bob Saget had sent him only a couple of days before he had passed away. It's a lot of people that really were paying their condolences to him via social media and publicly and on the news and everything. So we've lost one. Second person that I do want to talk about, we send your prayers out to Tiffany Haddish. Let's take a moment. Fu mentioned it earlier. If you don't know, she was pulled over. She was in Georgia. She was charged with the DUI. She was very remorseful about it. I didn't know the fact that it was, she probably had been smoking or whatever, had that green in her. I didn't know that they test her like that, but I did know that it was DUI and she was charged for it, and she's very remorseful. So send your thoughts and prayers to Tiffany Haddish. Check her out on social media. Like she's not being quiet about it either. And I I don't know if she's being like targeted.
She is.
But a lot of things are coming together that's kind of like, wow, okay. So she was in Georgia, but where was she? Was she in Atlanta?
Peachtree City. So Peachtree.
Okay, so she was in the heart of Atlanta.
No. That's not the heart of Atlanta. That's she got pulled over where anybody can get pulled over. But from what also said, that I don't know if the news report how it came out. They said she was asleep in the car, so she wasn't even driving. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of shit to this story. So people got to be mindful of that. People got to definitely be mindful of that because y'all know how it goes. You can get if a cop knock on the window or whatever, if the keys are in the ignition and all of the bullshit. So you got to be mindful of
the ignition. You're in the car, so I don't know. But anybody, send your thoughts and prayers out to Tiffany Haddish. Couple of other things that I do want to touch on. This is news nobody really views. Did y'all hear about Kanye West and his diss track for your boy Peter, who Kim Kardashian is dating? He's threatening to kick his ass.
Yeah, I heard that.
Little diss track. He has a whole diss track. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, he's stupid.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, let me dish a little because he has a whole song and he actually mentions the boyfriend of Kim Kim Kardashian is this guy named Peter what? Peter
Pete,
something.
Pete Davidson. He's a
Pete
comedian.
Davidson. Yeah, he's from SNL, Saturday Night Live. They've been dating for a few months. I don't know if y'all know this, but so is Kanye West just started dating model Julia something. She's a model actress, and she's on the diss track too. Like, well, she helped him with the diss track. And in the diss track, he referenced kicking Pete's ass. And so as of lately, Pete is now traveling with security because he's scary. He's scared. Kanye's scary. So listen, this is news nobody views or give a damn about. So
You need one of these. You
Hey,
need one of these
look.
But
right
Kanye West like 5'2" or 3" or something, ain't it?
Nah, he ain't shorter than Kevin Hart. Stop it. Stop.
He,
okay, so real quick question. Who would be team Kanye?
I'm team. I don't give a fuck. But go ahead.
Man, you got him? You got his back?
Do I got Kanye's back?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't support that guy.
What have they paid for? What have these Kardashians paid for? That has to be some of the most worn out ass on this planet, and people still going to get it. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Like, I think she got about 10 bodies. She got 10 bodies.
Whatever it is, he got 4 kids, which includes 4 kids. He got 4 kids with her. So
he got 4 with her.
Yeah. That is why. And someone asked him in an interview, why did he buy a house next to his wife, their house or whatever? And his reason for that was because of his children, which he had issues going to one of the birthday parties over the weekend. He went live. I've never seen Kanye go live like this. He went live in the car heading there because he wanted to document the fact that he knew he was going to get some mess from the family at the fact that he was coming to the birthday party anyway, although he wasn't invited. He didn't think that was right. But I digress. He was able to go. They let him in because they seen the fact that he was live before he went there. I think it was like an effort to make sure that he'd be able to see his baby.
That goes to show no matter how much money you got, you still go through some bullshit when you got a baby mama.
He talked about that. Yeah. He talked about that. He talked about how fathers don't have rights, how they can get shut out, and they can't do anything about it. And his biggest thing was he didn't want his kid to think that he didn't want to be there for their birthday, when in all actuality he wanted to, but he was told not to come.
And that's what they would have said too. They would say, "Look, your daddy ain't even come. He ain't even want to come."
Yeah.
What's that dude's name again? What's the comedian's name again?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
All right, Pete, you need one of these. In the hood, this is called the nigga be cool stick. If you keep a nigga be cool stick with you, nigga be cool when you got one of these in your motherfucking hand.
Pete has not needed security since he was dating Ariana Grande. You know he dated her too for a while.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that
is. She's a singer.
Oh, okay.
I digress. Back to the entertainment news nobody views. Have y'all heard about T.I.? Have you heard about what he's really put out publicly about nobody can F with him on the mic in any regard? Ooh, I quote, MFs can't F with me in no way, shape, form, or fashion when it comes to doing no music, man. I got lots of other going on. So I don't do music like on no consistent basis. I don't depend on that to feed me. You hear me? He continued this. But when you talk about doing music, when you talk about cutting records, ends, you talking about putting S out, talking about making S better than anything out there, man. Ain't nobody effing with me.
Why you can't say the cuss words? We on Unplugged.
Yeah, no, but I'm reading it like I see it. They
blur. Oh, okay. I thought you was doing it.
So yeah, Marsh, you might be right. He might be going through it, but yo, he just protested the fact that can't nobody mess with him, including Jay-Z, Wayne, none of the.
Well, what the fuck he's supposed to say? Shit,
exactly.
Yeah, that sounds like he talking to executives though. It sounds like he talking to somebody higher.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, well, his shade was being thrown at Kanye, and
Nah, that's the whole thing. It wasn't no shade thrown to anybody because anybody who's anybody ain't paying T.I. no motherfucking mind. So if he believes that, go ahead.
if you get that, but it was explosive on Twitter because he was going there. You know what I'm saying that, and it's funny because I remember when Kanye West did what's that show, the drinking show on YouTube, Drink Champs. Do y'all remember who Kanye West named as one of the rappers that's like his top 5?
Nope.
Wasn't one of them T.I.?
I have no idea.
And I feel like that may be a response to that because he did not name T.I. as one of his top 5 at all.
The crazy thing is, and this is just for me being a hip hop head, you don't hear Jay-Z talking about himself like that. You don't hear Nas talking about himself like that.
Yeah, I have to.
You think about somebody like KRS-One. KRS-One says, "I'm hip hop." When people are on it like that, they don't have to do that. They let their music speak for that. It's like, why? But once again, that's him. I ain't got no beef with T.I. I don't know. He
because you in the Atlanta area.
He definitely reminded me of Reggie right now from Nutty Professor. You know what the fuck is that? Like shit on your goddamn head. But it is. You go ahead and do your thing. I don't know what's going on, but you got it.
Jay, you got something else?
No, that's all I had. I just wanted to put that out there because I just thought T.I. was on one. I needed to put him on this one.
I wanted to touch on something, Kirsten. I wanted to touch on what we talked about last night.
What?
with our audience. So we talked. Jaheim issued a challenge to Usher, saying
what
he had a month to accept the challenge to a versus.
Do Jaheim got 20 songs?
Yeah.
With features, yeah.
Jaheim got some songs now, but
no. Do he have 20? When I say 20, when I think about Usher,
let me see.
Usher got a solid 20 he can rock with. I'm gonna say it again. Does Jaheim have 20 songs he could even do in a verses? And when I say doing a verse, a motherfucker gonna know the words. I don't know.
Usher got a solid 20 in his first 2 albums.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's a valid question because now I'm curious to know, does Jaheim have a top 20? But yeah, I mean,
we ain't gonna act like Jaheim can't sing now.
No. I'm saying that, but this is in terms of, verses is really about your catalog, like your hits, like your top hits, and whether or not if you can match that. Like I had always said, I was never on board with the whole Shaka Khan and what's her name thing because Shaka Khan had way more hits, but they weren't counting when she was with the group before. What's that? Shut up.
No, I'm laughing because they said I didn't see it, but I heard she was high or drunk or something.
She was drunk. She was drunk.
Okay. I was meaning to come back and report that in Entertainment News. I finally seen it. I was like, oh my God. But no, certain people, to me, like you said, they got to be compatible, hit for hit, catalog wise, song for song, catalog wise. So to be honest, I can't answer the question if Jaheim have 20 good ones because I'm not really sure. Usher alone, like, I don't know.
The only person that Usher can go against right now and it would be worth watching would be Chris Brown.
Nope.
Yes. I agree. Talent, songs, everything.
Nope. Those are 2 different genres, but that would be a great show.
They're not different genres though. They're both are.
Well, no.
I mean, not genres, but age group. Not genres, but age group.
Yeah. Ain't but one person that can go with Usher.
But you have to think.
I think I know you're gonna say you.
Ain't but one person that can go up against Usher.
Who?
R. Kelly. I knew he was gonna say it. Nah.
The Pied Piper.
Nah.
I'm turning my camera off for that one.
What? We can't talk about R. Kelly?
I don't think, honestly, my man, I don't think that's a.
They ain't fair to Usher?
Nah,
Age difference alone. Age
It's too-
difference alone. Catalog and songwriting.
them
He
two-
wrote songs for him.
it would have to be like R. Kelly. Homeboy, see, I forgot who said it. I think it was Bootsy, whatever that motherfucker is. He said it right. Can nobody go against R. Kelly?
No. I mean, so let's really think about it.
Actually, no, it is. It's one person right now alive that can go with R. Kelly.
Who?
Stevie Wonder.
That's the only person I know, and that's not fair.
That's what I'm saying.
And because we all know Stevie was wrong.
It's weird. The way this shit could be set up. But R. Kelly is a different animal. They just let him go up there and do his thing.
And no pun intended, Stevie can't see R. Kelly.
No, that was funny. Oh my god.
You know what? I'm not gonna laugh at that. You are crazy. You are crazy. And I thought you meant that literally. I had to think about it. That's terrible.
I'm just saying, man. R. Kelly got his, bro.
Stevie got hits. He can match him hit for hit, but that's wrong what you just said.
Nah. No, at some point you gonna stop singing Stevie songs and you gonna be singing R. Kelly songs. I'm sorry.
No.
R. Kelly crosses all genres. He got church music. He got church music. Man,
I'm not talking about that. Yeah, R. Kelly, absolutely. But like, I agree with you, fool. Stevie Wonder is the only person that can really go hit for hit, song for song with him, because you have to think in his time, in Stevie time, Stevie was the R. Kelly, writing songs for different people. He wrote songs for everybody. Everybody. Same thing R. Kelly did. And that's why I say it would be a mismatch between him and Usher. I would never put him up against Usher. First of all, R. Kelly don't even dance. R. Kelly ain't even got the whole that going on. And he ain't hip hop in that regard. He probably wanted to be, but he's not.
Yeah. I think this is a good way to the way we just went on a tangent. This is a good way to end the show. But,
with news nobody.
Yeah, but yo, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but we got up to 14 people watching live or whatever. So for everybody that watched tonight, we definitely appreciate it. You know, we building back up from ground zero. If you're watching on Facebook, excuse me, right now, please go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. It's Unplugged FYM. Make sure you please go do that because we're 7 people away from 100 subscribers. We got to build back up from where we were and do the same thing on Rumble. Rumble is where we're going to be moving to primarily in due time, just in case YouTube want to act a fool again. So it is what it is. But we just truly do thank everybody. Like seriously, the following that we have, the people who rock with us, it's really refreshing, and we honestly and truly are thankful because there's no us without all of you, and we do our best to make sure that we get y'all whatever information we can that's going to be worthwhile. And the main thing for everybody out there, please understand this: we want to hear from you. If you want to come on or whatever, you can gladly. Damn, he more predictions, huh?
Yes.
More predictions. Everything he say, you know, that motherfucker's a goddamn what would they call it? A fortune cookie dude, whatever you call that shit. He just
y'all know he was a scientist.
Oh, that's right, yeah. But ain't nobody saying nothing about him. They saying about us though. But you know, it is what it is. Right. We truly do thank all of y'all. We'll be back. We'll be back next week. Working on a few things, see if we can get a surprise guest, and we're gonna keep bringing it. That's our main thing. We definitely gonna keep bringing it. And if anybody out there that like, if you have anything you want us to go ahead and touch on, we'll gladly do it. I think what I really want to do, I know a guy here, him and his wife, they do like some couples therapy type of thing. I really want to get them on. Because I think something like that is what people need to, especially when you start talking about indigenous people and things like that. I would love to hear it from that standpoint because it's always worth learning. So I definitely keep everybody posted up on that. But Y'all have a good night. We thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all next Wednesday.
Good night.
Good night.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.